Hi everyone, today I'm going to finish showing you how to make the bridging terrain. If you go back, the link is on the side to how to make a game board part 2. I kind of showed you initial ways of making bridging sections from a hanger, a bit of foam and a ruler. Now just to recap if you haven't seen the video, this here is the main body of it is basically a bog standard consortium ruler. This one here is broken. I got it off the college for free, but you can buy those dirt cheap down some of the old shops now. Our good friend foam, which was made for the base, and a underwear hanger. A bit weird, I know, but we're modelers. We kind of get used to things like that. Got to keep your eye out for odd pieces. Now, all that's been done to it really, it's all been glued in and spray painted. Initially silver. First a silver spray, just easy child friendly spray, and then over the top of that is a bit of car matte black. I find that car matte black gives a better matte finish than some of the child friendly black. It's just a bit, lasts a lot longer and it's stronger once sprayed on. Now, the good thing about this is I haven't glued the ruler section into the hanger section, because all you need to do is push the two hanger sections apart with your fingers and basically you can slide in the section like so, and your bridge section is ready and up to is ready to go. Can hold quite a few models. So we've got my broadside up there. He can sit on there quite happily. Now, you might be wondering what some of this section is here. This here I discovered just basically going up to my DT block. Now this stuff is great. Absolutely amazing stuff. It's for needlework. It's just kind of like a spacing that they put cross stitches onto, stuff like that. So if you go down to your local needlework shop or your local craft shop, you can probably pick this up. And the good thing about it is you can pick it up in any different size you want. This is just 1mm squares. Cheapest it was, I think I got it for £1. You get like an A4 sheet of it and you can do loads and loads of stuff with it. This was then stuck onto the top there to give it like the platform effect. You'll kind of see it in GW models, which they kind of do the same way. Now, I'm going to have to move the camera because I've actually put it on top of one of the other pieces of the train. Now, this is one of the more finished versions. Again, we got our good friend the bridge built in the same way. Start on this side. Now, this section here was just a piece of foam lined up with the two sections of the bridge, the two bridge ends, sorry, don't know what it is though, kind of having a funny day. Cut slots in the foam so it can fit in, put on bits of sprue on the edges to kind of give it a more metalish effect, stuck on another piece of the mesh, and the same way, spray painted it, dug it into with a craft knife, looked like it's battle hit, tank shocked, whatever you want really. Now, I attached straws onto the sides of this and onto the bottom of the bridges as well. Don't know if you can see that, I hope you can. Onto the bottom of the bridges to kind of act like tubes or cables or power cables travelling to and from the different buildings. Now, this one here is all about the kit bash and keeping your eye out for possible project equipment. This here is the inside of a Hoover. You wouldn't think of it as now you're looking at it like this. Now this one, I'm not exactly sure what it really is. I think it's some sort of exhaust port. Now I made this by first of all cutting a round piece of foam or a piece of polystyrene, whatever you've got to hand with you, in the same shape as the base of this. Now luckily this came with small spikes on the bottom of each leg and that kind of stuck in, so I didn't have any difficulties of it moving around a lot. Once I'd made the round bit, I then proceeded onto the rear, making the back section. Now, the back section is made in the same way that was, with this bit here. Cut in one hole though, because of course you don't want the bridge coming in the other way. One hole for one ruler, and this section was then cut second to fit onto that and fit into the round area. It did take a long time, and if you're going to do a similar thing where you're going to have to cut it in or fit it in, I would try and work it out more than snippy snap with a craft knife, which I did. Ended up having to try and fill in the hole with knick-knack bits that I had. Doesn't look too bad, but I know it's there, and it was kind of a bit of a waste. Now, this here is just a perfect example of just keeping your eyes out, really. Just look at wherever. Find bits of rubbish. I know sometimes your parents might get a bit annoyed at you, so put them in a box out of the way. But you can make some real good stuff. Again, we've got more of the mesh there. This can hold people on, even our good friend the broadside, one of the heavier models. And of course, more of it on the steps. If I ever had one thing to teach any of you, and that is to just keep your eye out for anything and everything you can use. I mean, I had to get a new bits box with all the stuff in. I mean, I'll show you one of the pieces I got a few days ago. Now, that is actually just a sweet box for super sour sweets, which are actually horrible. But for 50p, I got a rocket with different sections in it, which I will probably use in one of the newer pieces. One last piece, which has been started for the Imperial sector, and this is the platform. Basically, all it is a platform. Go down a local hobby shop or a local train hobby shop, and you'll find bits of basically platform. A good thing about this stuff, I'll just put this down, is the fact that it is disconnectable and reconnectable for transportation or changing the size depending on the game you're going to play. So there you have it, a few pieces for the Imperial sector. If you've got any questions, don't be afraid to leave them. See you later.